The reason your paladin doesn't feel like it's a very paladin-like class is because there's no consequences to your character's actions. So when you're playing a paladin, the thing is you are the highest standard of being a virtuous person when you're rushing forward as this holy warrior. You're supposed to be this person who holds themselves to such a high, rigid code of ethics that you're the unfun person when it comes to, are we going to commit a little bit of arson? That's why there's all those memes and jokes and everything about paladins being the one like, I don't want to do this isn't right, and then everyone making fun of the paladin. So when you're playing these paladins, and you're basically just playing them as a fighter with some cool warrior holy techniques, then that's why it doesn't feel very paladin-esque. When your character lies or steals, or they beat someone down who didn't deserve it, or anything like that. The point of your paladin's oath and tenets and this ethics is you're supposed to hold yourself to them. So if you do something that you feel is wrong for your character has to feel terrible. Your character has to sit there and go, oh no, this is against everything I've ever done. Like, let's say everybody has boundaries, morals, ethics that they stick to. What happens when a person goes against those? What happens when a person sort of breaks their own sort of code of morality? They're not just like, well, that was Tuesday. They are shaken to their core. There is this moment of reflection of, well, did I do the right thing? Was this right? And they have to contemplate it and think about it and think about their actions. And with a paladin, it's tenfold. Because on top of that, a paladin should be thinking to themselves or their higher power, whatever order it is that they're following, like, was this right? Is my order right? I had to do this to save a child's life, let's say. Or I had to do this to fight back against an oppressive ruler. But at the same time, it goes directly against my code of conduct. A paladin should be thinking, is my code right? Should I be going with a different code? And on top of that, if a paladin just keeps breaking their code again and again and again, a DM has to step in and have consequences for this character. Because you just let them get away scot-free. They're just a warrior running around with cool holy powers. If a paladin keeps breaking their code, all those cool holy powers, gone. Zip, zero, zilch. It just leaves the paladin, and then you are a garbage fighter. That's what it basically boils down to. Back in 3.5, you'd have to find this cleric and get like the atonement spell, I think, and go on a full quest to get all your stuff back. And I know some people are thinking, well, this doesn't sound very fun. You're playing the unfun class. You're playing a character that is so rich and ready with beautiful role-playing, with such just great motivation out the door. Everyone needs to think about, why am I doing this? The paladin already knows. This paladin is geared up and ready, and they're quite powerful to boot and a great support for the whole class. That's why there's such rigidity with them. Their role-playing is a wonderful aspect for you to dive right into it, but a paladin is not a paladin without consequences to their actions and people and themselves who hold them accountable.